Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the NFL landscape lately, you know that the offseason has been anything but quiet, especially in the NFC East, a division known for its fierce rivalries and unpredictable twists. But what's really catching everyone's attention right now is a blockbuster move that's shaking things up for both the Cincinnati Bengals and the Washington Commanders. And trust me, this isn't just a minor trade. It's a strategic chess move that could redefine the upcoming season. So, let's dive right into it. Rumors, whispers, sources close to both teams suggest that Cincinnati, currently sitting at a disappointing 1-4 record, has decided to shake things up by trading their Pro Bowl wide receiver T. Higgins to Washington. That's right, the Bengals are sending Higgins, one of their most talented deep threats, to the Commanders in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, with some upgrades based on performance this season, specifically if Higgins surpasses 0 yards. This move isn't just about acquiring a receiver, it's about rebalancing their cap and roster, especially considering Cincinnati's current cap crunch, which is around $11 million. They're looking for immediate relief, and trading Higgins, who's been a key part of their offense, is a bold but calculated decision. Now, for the Commanders, this trade couldn't have come at a better time. With Terry McLaurin sidelined for about 6 weeks due to a quadriceps tear, Washington's receiving core needed a spark. Higgins, with his proven track record as a contested catch king and a deep threat, fits perfectly into their plans to elevate the passing game. His addition is expected to bring an immediate boost, not just in yards but also in red zone efficiency, an area where Washington has struggled at times this season. Higgins's numbers from 2025 are impressive, even with the limited games played. Up to September 15th, he's caught 17 passes for 268 yards, averaging 15.8 yards per catch with 3 touchdowns. His PFF receiving grade sits at an impressive 94, and he's proven to be a reliable target, forcing missed tackles and maintaining a high catch rate of 80%. His career stats over 4 seasons include around 500 yards and 35 touchdowns, with a contested catch rate of 79%. That's elite-level production, especially when you consider his verticality, hands, and ability to win contested balls, traits that fit perfectly into the Commanders' offense. But let's pause here for a second. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUB algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Now, if you're wondering about the cap implications, Cincinnati is saving around $13 million, which they'll use to extend key players like Jamar Chase and Trey Hendrickson, and to bolster their wide receiver depth with Andre Iosivas, who's been showing promise with a PFF grade of 75.9. But the Bengals are also aware of their issues, an offensive line leaking 4 sacks per game, struggles with quarterback Joe Burrow's performance, which has been inconsistent at best, with a 60% completion rate and just 6-7 yards per attempt. The underperformance and the current record have many questioning whether Cincinnati is heading toward a rebuild, especially after missing the playoffs last season. This trade, then, is part of that broader strategy to reset and retool for the future. Meanwhile, the Commanders, with a cap space of around $26 million, are taking a calculated risk by bringing Higgins into their fold. Washington has long been looking to upgrade its passing attack, and pairing Higgins with their young, talented quarterback Sam Howell could be a game-changer. Howell, who's shown flashes of brilliance despite the team's overall struggles, now has a legitimate deep threat to stretch defenses and open up more underneath routes. Higgins's presence is expected to elevate the offense significantly, potentially pushing Washington into the top 10 in passing yards per game, currently ranked 20th with just under 200 yards per game. If Higgins can reach around 100 yards this season, that would be a huge boost, especially considering his ability to increase yards per route run by about 20 yards, creating more space and opportunities for Jahan Dotson and the rest of the receiving core. This pairing could be explosive, especially in the red zone, where Higgins has proven to be a touchdown machine with 13 scores in 2024 alone. That kind of efficiency could turn Washington into a formidable offensive team, especially when considering the potential for reducing turnovers, with Howell having thrown 3 interceptions in 2025. Higgins, with his reliable hands and contested catch ability, could be the key to transforming the offense into a more balanced, threatening unit. This trade isn't just about individual stats or immediate relief, it's about the strategic implications for both teams and the division as a whole. For Washington, Higgins' addition would significantly enhance their passing efficiency, lifting their expected points added per pass from the current plus 0.23 to potentially top-tier levels. His matchup against their current top receiver, Dyami Brown, would favor Washington, with Higgins providing plus 7 yards per reception, plus 0 touchdowns, and better separation, elements that can turn the tide in close games. Defensively, the Commanders could also benefit from this move, as they might see an uptick in their ability to hold opponents to fewer points, especially if the offense becomes more explosive and keeps defenders off the field longer. Now, looking at the bigger picture, this move has serious implications for the playoff picture and Super Bowl odds. Higgins' impact could push Washington's chances from plus 10.0 to as high as plus 4,500, a significant jump that reflects the added offensive firepower. According to analytics, Higgins' presence in the red zone increases the probability of playoff success by about 12%, which is nothing short of a game-changer. Facing defenses like the Giants, who have allowed a 68% completion rate in coverage this season, Higgins' ability to win contested balls and create separation could be the difference in tight playoff battles. His vertical threat and reliable hands make him a perfect fit for the modern NFL, especially in a scheme that echoes the Air Coryell offense. Long bombs, stretch-the-field plays, and high-percentage red zone targets. In the grand scheme of things, this trade feels like a pivot point for the Commanders. It's a move that signals their intent to compete now, not just rebuild for the future. They're investing in a proven weapon who can help them reach the postseason, and perhaps beyond. On the other hand, Cincinnati's decision to trade Higgins might be seen as a reset, but it also opens up questions about their outlook for this season and beyond. Are they truly rebuilding, or is this a strategic move to create cap flexibility for future acquisitions? Only time will tell, but what's clear is that both teams are making bold moves to shape their destinies. And let's not forget the broader division dynamics. The NFC East is already one of the most competitive divisions in the league, with teams like the Eagles and Cowboys fighting for supremacy. Adding a player like Higgins to Washington could tilt the balance, especially if Howell finds his rhythm and the offense clicks. It's about creating mismatches, stretching defenses, and making the most of every opportunity. If Higgins performs as expected, he could be the X factor that pushes Washington into serious Super Bowl contention. The team's long history of resilient defense, combined with a revitalized aerial attack, makes them a dark horse that no one should overlook. So in conclusion, this trade is more than just a transaction. It's a statement. The Commanders are signaling that they're ready to compete at the highest level, leveraging a proven deep threat to elevate their offense. Meanwhile, the Bengals are recalibrating, trying to balance their books and plan for the future, even if it means parting with a star receiver. It's a fascinating development that adds new layers of intrigue to what promises to be an exciting NFL season. Keep your eyes peeled, because if Higgins hits the projected numbers, we could be looking at a new chapter in Washington's quest for glory, one that might just lead them back to the Super Bowl. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this bold move? Do you think Higgins can be the missing piece to finally unlock the team's offensive potential? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Washington Commanders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates. so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news.